Hi, everybody. I don't know who's going to show up. I guess I'll wait. Hello. Hello. If nobody shows up, that's okay. We'll survive. And I'll replay this anyway. So today I want to, again, talk a little bit about the book that I just wrote, A Bridge of Light, How to Pray to Angels. It's available on Amazon. And I'm so curious as to what other people's experiences are. Have they ever seen angels? Do they work with their guardian angels? What is their method of prayer? And there's going to be a follow-up to this book at some point. And it's a whole nother set of angels that I'm going to write about. Hi, what's your name? You're the first person in chat, RM. Can you let me know your first name? Hello. Hi, Nancy. How you guys doing? Thank you for coming. Oh, hi, Rosanna. Okay. I decided I listen to many podcasts. I'm kind of addicted to true crime, and but it drives me crazy when people are just uh, referred to by their emails. So I just like to know people's first names because to me it's more personal. How you guys doing? Did you see the eclipse? Did you witness it? I thought it was amazing. I didn't have glasses. I don't know why. I kind of thought about it too late, but I sat out on my deck and I experienced it, and I felt the temperature drop and everything. Where I am in Eastern Michigan, we had like a 98% totality, but it was pretty cool. Yeah, and I'm sure that there's some places where it was cloudy and, it's just one of those things. I wish I had seen it. I wish I had the glasses. Oh, thank you so much, Rosanna. The reviews have been amazing. I so appreciate them. Thank you. Thank you. I've been to Albuquerque once on a train stop. I didn't have time to look around, but I thought I should come back here one day. So you guys, today I was asking my guides what to talk about with the live, and they said yes, to talk about angels, to talk about how you connect with your angels, if you see your angels or you hear your angels, that kind of thing. But we can talk about other stuff. It's kind of like a weird day. OJ Simpson passed today, so everybody's trying to figure out how to be polite about him. I've noticed. Hey, hi. Is that your name, Ethna, or can I call you something, or should I call you something else? I want to call everybody by their first names, not by their email or their usernames or whatever. Thank you for dropping by. I know a question. Oh, hi, Tony. Oh, wow. This is only my second live, Tony, that I've ever done. So, hey, Spirit Detective, what's your first name? I don't need your last. I just like to address you by your personal names. So I thought I want to talk about what people experienced during the eclipse. Did they notice a change of energy, or is it just a normal day for them? I felt that it was a highly auspicious and spiritual moment. I felt like there was a portal opening up to bring us into, the kind of age of Aquarius. But that's where my mind went. Hey, Carol, hi. How are you doing? Oh, you're watching from the UK. I don't know if I'm going to be saying your name right. Is it Ethne? It's a fantastic name. It sounds like it has ancient origins. Oh, that's so. I got by, I got on by chance. Oh, fancy fate. Yes, as fate would have it. Hey, Suzanne. Wow, you're in Alberta. Oh, sure, Tony. And I want this is something else I was thinking of telling you guys about whatever I tell you. This is just what I hear from my guides, but I absolutely respect other people's perceptions, perspectives, experiences. So if you have a different perspective or perception or belief, I honor that belief. So I don't expect you to think that I'm just kind of somebody who's going to tell you how it is because we're all different. We all come from different, although we're all one. So I think collectively, we're individual human beings. So I'll tell you what my guides told me. There might be other people or even other psychics that might disagree. But in terms of, and the question is here, I think I figured out how to put this on screen. Where are you here? It's something about I lost it, but it's something about, is your birth angel um here with you just in this one lifetime, or have you had another lifetimes? So my guides have shown me that our and birth angels are guardian angels. There's not a difference. People get confused with terms, and this is again from my guides. You can believe otherwise, but what they tell me is the guardian angels are our birth angels, and they come in with us into this incarnation. They walk with us, boots on the ground. They're really close by always, and then they leave with us when we make our transition to the other side. And when we're in that realm, they are the ones who are most involved in helping us figure out what the next lifetime is going to be. We kind of watch um, uh, or we're in a movie theater with them, kind of watching our lives, our past lives, and our last life, and trying to figure out what it is we need to arrange for the next life regarding karma and what we want to experience, and the timing of meeting people who we've already incarnated with in other lifetimes again. And it's kind of complicated, but that they're the ones who help us with that. Does that make sense? But that's what they say. So birth angels are actually guardian angels, but we have a whole posse usually, especially if we're on a spiritual journey of spirit guides, angels, archangels, ancestor spirits, uh, all kinds of spirit beings that come with us. But the guardian angels are the ones we've known the longest, and they've usually been with us for many lifetimes. And they're here to help us on our vocational and spiritual journey. Yes. So they're the ones we communicate with the most. Oh, right. Oh, spirit detective. It's Suzanne. Wow, I'm glad that my reading helped you. Here, I think if I just figured this out today. If I click on this, I can put your uh, comments up right here. You learn something new every day. Again, second live, so I'm not doing so bad. Oh, Nancy, yes. It's amazing how much our angels and our guides want to be in our life, and they're co-creating with us. If you want to use that term, they're with us. They're not just kind of occasional. And they don't want to be occasional helpers. They want to be with us daily. So that's wonderful. Um, Here, Tony, thank you. I felt my guardian angel has protected me from accidents and been there during illness. Yeah, I don't know how I would have gotten through this life without my guardian angels. I'll tell you an experience I had, and then you can tell me your experiences. I remember once I was actually in Ireland, and I was on a bike. It was Dingle, actually, that area. It's like Western Ireland, some years ago. And I was up in some hills, and I came to this crossroads, and I could have gone left or I could have gone right, and it was a split decision. So for some reason, I had no idea where I was, honestly, just kind of, I wanted to get to the, I guess another, I had looked at a map and there was another beach not that far. I took a right, and as soon as I took that right, a speeding car came up from the left, and if I had gone left, I don't know if I'd still been here. And I'm sure that was my guardian angels just, giving me that intuition. Have you had other experiences, or have any of you had experiences like that? Or if you just kind of made another choice, it might have you might have made your transition sooner than you thought. You still here, you guys? I'm gonna put, another comment here. Suzanne, that's really interesting. I'm gonna put your comment up here. Every time I felt my guardian angels, everything was in slow motion, and they gave me a kitten to play with during traumatic childhood events. Wow. And do you still work with them? You said, yeah, every day. So Tony, while in the recovery room after surgery for a ruptured appendix, I opened my eyes for a moment, and a man in green scrubs held my hand and said, "Everything will be okay." He said his name was Angel. That is an amazing story. Wow. Hey, Nancy. Wow, these stories are giving me goosebumps, actually. It's so wonderful that our worlds intermingle, because our society is so mundane, and is tends to wanna not want to, but it's just by nature of, I guess, an industrial, technologically, advanced society. Things are just, you know, the limited in dimensionality. Nobody really wants to, acknowledge, this. I shouldn't say that, that's not true, but it's hard to acknowledge this other, energy that's with us all the time when we're just kind of in our mundane shopping at Whole Foods or whatever. Nancy, what kind of, gifts and surprises does your angel or guardian angels give you? 11:11. Just missed it on my clock. I love 11:11. Anything 11, because I was born on the 11th of February. Yes, I've been in near accidents a few times and realized afterwards it must have been an angel. Yeah, I feel that too. I feel that too, Nancy. So Rosanna's saying, "I believe I've had interactions with angels, but I don't remember specific details. I've always known from a young age that I wasn't alone." I do believe we're coming into a time when this is just gonna become more accentuated, and I think that's why all these cataclysmic things might be happening now to shake us, uh, loose from, what we're familiar with, so we can move into a more spiritual way of being. And sometimes I guess it takes that kind of, kinda, catastrophic, event to shake us up, wake us up, and we let go, and then we, accept the new. I was reading your comment, Nancy. Archangel Michael rides with me, and especially when I go to the dentist. Susanna said, lately, angel numbers 10, 10, 11, 11, 111, 444, and 555, and more. Do you wanna, tell us, like, what your interpretations of those numbers are? I'm not the greatest with numerology. I am very much aware. For me, it's, like, I'll look at the clock, and it'll be 111 or 211 or 1011, something like that, but, I'm not the, best reference for the meanings of the numbers. I just kind of vibrate with them. If anybody wants to, educate us, please go ahead. Tony, what are you saying here? My daughter and I joke about I love parking angels. I pray to the parking angels and the parking gods all the time. I pray to him before going into busy areas of the city and to find me a parking spot. I always thank him afterwards. Oh, I'm definitely with you. I do that too. I don't think of a one parking angel. I just shout it out to the parking angels, but I'm sure there probably is a parking angel. His job it is to help us. I think that's great. So, Suzanne, you're saying with regarding the uh, angel numbers that they put up the one they want me to see and they change from time to time. My guides tell me part of the function of these numbers is they're like downloads that at various points to receive information, like almost a coding or something for what the new that's coming in, the new age. Oh, okay. So Nancy, you're saying Sacred Angels blog that you use a lot that uh, goes into the numerology. 1010, guiding light, illuminating journey of love, money, and spiritual growth. Thank you, Suzanne. I'm forgetting Susanna. Is it Suzanne or Susanna? And forgive me if I say your name in any of your names in error. So Tony, you're saying I see angel numbers on the clock of my stove daily. Common ones are 1111 and 444. From time to time, I Google the angel number meanings. Otherwise, I take it as a sign that they are around to support me. It's it's got to be a thing because so many of us are aware of them, right? Yes, I've been seeing 555 lately. Big changes are coming from you, from Anna. What kind of changes do you think are coming, Anna? What are you getting from your guides, or what are you sensing? So, is it Suzanne or Susanna, Spirit Detective? Um, 1111 represents spiritual awakening, self awareness, and personal growth. Ah, wow. Thank you. It's an auspicious number. And Anna, you're saying is it 444 spiritual and physical both? Ah, that's interesting. It's a whole nother language that's going on here that we're all needing to learn. And numbers are sacred, of course, sacred geometry, all of that. Does anybody use or enjoy sacred geometry or work with it, I should say? Oh, that's wonderful. Anna, congratulations that your husband got that promotion to allow a flow of prosperity, right, into our lives. Thank you for your comments. So interesting. Um, so Lorna Byrne from Ireland has seen angels since she was a toddler. She's written wonderful books. Oh, I know about this. I've been told about this. Angels in My Hair was insightful. She has a YouTube channel. Pre-COVID, she did conferences. What does she say about COVID, by the way? Did she comment at all about I see COVID as something that came on a spiritual vibration to shake, as I said before, to shake us loose from Pisces, to move us into Aquarius, to wake us up, to get us into a higher awareness, and to be more sentient about our impact on the earth, that we're organic bodies and that we have to honor Gaia. We have to be aware of also how out of balance we we've brought the earth to, make something like COVID happen. It did whatever the modifications of it may have been, whatever people think, that it might have been tinkered with. It did come from, global climate change and the warming up of the earth, and, allowed for new mutations, I believe, with bats. So, we created COVID, and now COVID is it's a big teacher. I think COVID's waking people up. It's teaching people about the immune system and the nervous system, so many different things. Um, what do you think? If anybody has an opinion, you may not. But I had been talking to my guides about it, and it's a big thing. It's still here. So for message of support, love, and guidance from your angels. Thank you. I don't recall anything she said about the pandemic. However, I feel the same as you. That it's explaining, sorry, as you are explaining, and to accelerate Gaia and our ascension process. Yes, exactly. Suzanne saying there's several meanings to each angel number. It's funny because I asked my guys what we're to talk about today, and they said it would just kind of happen and to go with the flow. And here it is. This is what they wanted us to talk about. So here you go. Suzanne, you're great. Represents change. 555 represents change, good luck, transformation, freedom, and personal growth. Huh. Where do you think we are right now in the process of this switch from Pisces to Aquarius and coming into the Aquarian age and ascension? Do you think things are kind of changing in that direction? What have you noticed? So Tony, Lorna is speaking very much these days about how to live in these tumultuous times. She's such a compassionate soul, full of grace. So she's on Facebook and she has a YouTube channel, right? So people can find her. I just had this flash of the angels standing around us. I'm so happy we're talking about them. Suzanne, you're saying I've noticed more like-minded and loving and compassionate people in my community. And Nancy, living co-creatively here. The site is Angel Numbers by Sacred Scribes. Joanne, remember numbers are man-made. This is a blog. So what is Joanne saying? I missed Joanne's comment here. Sorry, I don't know where that came from, but I hope there's not a well, we can all come from different places and have different perceptions and agreements. Like, for instance, our perception of what is sacred yesterday was Eid al-Barak, or Eid al-Fur, sorry. And so for the last 40 days, there was a whole subset of people who were fasting and praying, and then yesterday was a huge holiday for them because like a Christmas, for many people, because the children get gifts and it's a day of celebration. And so for that group of people, it was a really sacred day. Um, so Christmas time is sacred for people who celebrate Christmas. Solstice time, we all have different perspectives, and those perspectives can, also change the way that we're experiencing our lives here. And I think that's wonderful that we all come from different we all have different astrological signs, and different astrological charts, and different uh, paradigms. As long as we are copacetic, as long as they're all fueled by love, kindness, and compassion, that's the only thing I've ever cared about, whatever people believe. So, you guys still out there? Is there anything you want to talk about? Oh, I'm missing the new comments. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I had to click on this box. I'm still learning. Sorry. Hey, Juanita. Hi. Hey, Lori. Here, Tony, I'll put your gonna put your comment up. I feel we are still at the beginning of the transition between Pisces and Aquarius. Yes, I think so too. However, everything is happening very quickly, and we are in a period of acceleration. Yeah, spiritually growth. Maybe you meant spiritual growth. Yeah, I agree, 100%. It can be really like um, confusing. It can make you dizzy. I think at times how fast things seem to be happening. Rosanna, says, "I've been really tired this week. Is this because of the eclipse?" Hard to say, but the eclipse definitely had so much energy. I could feel the building up of it, and the intensity of it, and there was some relief when it happened. It was so beautiful. But yeah, I could for sure, especially if you're sensitive to um, uh, that kind of energy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, Suzanne, you're saying, "I'm not musically inclined, yet I start singing a line out of a song from out of the blue. I look it up, and it's always a spiritual message." So that's how one of the ways your guardian angels communicates with you, right? Isn't it amazing to think back to, maybe 5 years ago or 10 years ago, where we were spiritually and where we are now, and how much has changed, and how many transitions we've gone through. It's so crazy. It's crazy making, but everything does feel speeded up. So Anna's saying she's getting her angel messages through dreams. And I think the whole YouTube thing is part of it, right? I never thought I would have a YouTube channel or be doing anything like this at all. And yet here I am. And there's a kind of push almost for this kind of awareness, these discussions to be happening. So that's okay, Tony. I'm going to put your comment up here. Yes, it has been fun and insightful. Enjoy your appointment. See you on the other side. Because I'll be back on Sunday, and I'll do another live. Don't worry. Many talk of needing rest. I did for a long time. Now Aries is in my North Node. I feel much more happening. I guess that it's also really important. We all have to remind ourselves that it this energy, because it's all so intense, and it's necessary, but it is asking us to really dig down, like almost doing archival work in our souls, uh, to make us, increase our vibrations and have more illumination, uh, to be prepared for the energies of this next age, to take care of our bodies and our mental health. And if you feel tired, rest. Whatever you need, self care is underlined, underlined, like highlighted. We need to make sure we do self care. What do you guys do for self-care? That's another question I can throw out there. Here, Susanna, you're saying your guys are assuring you that everything's gonna work out? Everything's being torn down so it can be rebuilt. Yeah, my guides do too, by the way. I have a really hard time when people get into fear because I see it so clearly too. They show me it's gonna be amazing. And this is what we want, but we have to prepare for it. Just like I guess doing gardening, right? You gotta kind of dig up the soil and you gotta weed and plant and fertilize it and get it ready for the new growth. So Suzanne, you say that you meditate and pray. Oh, whoops. Yes. And also, yeah, I think both of those are finding your center, finding some quiet because our higher selves are all for it. We're all going to survive this, but we have to let go of illusions and certain things that we've hung on to be ready for it, and that can feel painful, difficult, scary. But we have to believe that abundance is going to flood in of a higher vibration. Yeah, I'm going to put your comment up here, Nancy. I have a rare genetic condition and I have to teach doctors. Yesterday, a new doctor is a geneticist. This is definitely angelic and miraculous. We speak the same language. I meditate a lot about, by the way. Oh, I'm so glad for you, Nancy. Oh, that's wonderful. Yes, the angels can bring in miracles, and they do it all the time. And that's a pretty wonderful miracle. I'm really glad you got some a doctor who speaks your language. So right now here in southeastern Michigan, it is raining, and it the weather report says it's going to rain for I don't know forever. Noah's going to be building his ark again. Just joking. It's supposed to rain for about 3 or 4 days, but the spring is certainly here, and it's such beautiful energy. Every spring is such a miracle. Is there anything else anybody wants to talk about? I'm gonna keep the live going until about 1:45, and I think that we'll call it quits. And I should really find a better way to, uh, let more people know about this. I'm not sure how, but I'll figure it out. Rosanna's saying, "I try not to listen to too much negativity, and I know everything will work out okay." Yes, absolutely. Because when we focus on the negative, then it just brings in that lower density energy, and it disconnects us from our higher self, and it makes it more difficult to bring in the angels' energy so that stuff, they can bring in their miracles. So, Anna, you're saying meditation and getting outside to work in my yard helps ground me. I'm recovering from Achilles surgery, so it's been a struggle to do those things, trying to get back on track. Well, take your time, and prayer and meditation will get you there. Whenever I pray to my angels, it's always miraculous, like, the healing they bring me. There might be, something I'm really I come up against a wall regarding my own health, and it seems that when I focus and pray, the answer comes and the healing comes, and I'm sure yours will and is. So Suzanne, you're saying I don't watch the news, and I have had to disconnect with a few family members. Yeah. I don't watch the news either. There's I don't know what's going on with the news. Well, I do. I actually do because I've talked to my guardians about it. I think I even did a video about it. But, they're not, wanting us to be in these higher conscious, states, so, they just wanna bring us down and make us scared as far as I can see. Tula, I use frequencies. I have pollen allergy, but I have used right frequency, and it's helped. I've heard of right frequency. It's good to know that it's helped. I've been curious about that. It must help your immune system be better regulated. Oh, now you're reminding me of allergies to the allergy season that's to come. Are any of your guardians like medical intuitives or, that you feel like they're physicians or, your healers? See, Nancy, I watch only pro-democracy news, yeah. I don't focus on anything else. That world, Trump and all of that's just falling apart, just smashing down like it's a, perpetual tower, the Trump Tower that's just crashing to the ground all the time because the foundation is just rotted. So Anna says, "I have not heard of right frequency. I'll have to look into that." Ursula, I have started using YouTube when I'm sleeping with frequencies and affirmations, right? I love music. There's a wonderful CD called Chanting the Chakras, and it goes through 1,000 chakras. It's amazing. You can find it on YouTube. So, Anna, oh, wait a minute. I don't want to skip your comment. Um, Suzanne, I am not a healer, but my guides have helped me to find a spiritual psychologist, and I've healed my childhood trauma. Oh, that's amazing. Anna, I have been doing an amazing healing meditation and feeling my healing increase in the past 2 weeks. Wow. Nancy, I call Raphael a lot, and I got an unexpected message tomorrow. What was unexpected massage. I'm sorry, misread that. Oh, wow. Yeah, well, Raphael can bring that in. Uh, such a they're all beautiful angels. I always think green when I think of Raphael. It's wonderful to hear your experiences, you guys. And I was thinking, either as an addendum to A Bridge of Light, my book, or the next book, I'd love to collect a compendium of people's experiences and include them, experiences with their angels. I have been thinking about that. So if anybody wants to send me, you can send it to sacredfirepsychicreadings@gmail.com. Stories. I seriously would like to, if I do another edition of this book, the Bridge of Light book, that I would love to include it in the back. What are you saying? Someone healed the choking I used to have during sleep. So who healed that, Suzanne? Was that a healer, or an angel? I mean, a human healer or an angel? Or sometimes, I mean, there are earth angels, so. Um, I'm trying to remember the name of it. I wanna run and get it almost. I if you type in "chanting the chakras," if you Google that on YouTube, it'll come up, and it's one of, it comes in 3 parts. It's like one of them is a garland of flowers, and then there are 2 other parts. The woman who created it, she transitioned, some years ago, but she, is a great drummer, but her name is not coming to mind right now. And Sophia, she does a Healing the Chakras, um, album too, and that's beautiful, and there's several other wonderful, probably more than several, musicians. Diva, is it Diva Primal? She, does beautiful, Hindu chants, and then there's Gaia Sanskrit. She's wonderful too. If you don't mind me looking at my phone, crossing technologies here, I'll look it up for you right now, regarding, that chanting the chakras. It's amazing. It I feel like it totally heals your whole auric body, because it addresses the meridians.
Hey guys, so we have to discuss
Whoops.
what just happened.
So I'm gonna turn that off and get back in here. And I'm sure that if I just Google chanting the chakras. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. You guys tell me music that you like to listen to too. Oh, here it is. Oh no, where is it? Yeah, I'll mention it like in my next video if I can't find it here, or I'll just list it because this is gonna, it's live now, but it's gonna be on replay, and I can put it, in the comment and highlight the comment. Because that's not doing it here. Oh, here it is. I got it. I found it. Yay. So it's I don't know if you can see this, Chanting the Chakras by Lane Redman. And her name is spelled Layne, and her last name Redmond. So there's the garland of letters, lotus of light, and elements into light. Those are the 3 parts. It's pretty amazing. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Suzanne. So Ursula, you're saying the Tibetan bowls and Reiki episodes are really good. I will definitely look for chanting the chakras. Suzanne, you're saying you also listen to frequency music and meditations. Nancy, I love Sleeping at Last. I love cello and old rock and roll before bed. It's so important because it actually music changes the way that our brain oscillates, and it tunes itself, or it has to oscillate to the rhythm. That it's just kind of it's just wired into our brain to do that. So when we listen to certain music, it can it's actually called brain entrainment, but there are people like Dr. Jeffrey Thompson. He was the father of creating music that would entrain your brain to certain brainwave frequencies. And the brainwave frequencies of meditation, well, it's alpha, which is 8 to 11 hertz, I think, and then also theta kind of goes back and forth, which is I think 4 to 7 hertz. But music can be, you can change the rhythm and the modality to evokes certain trance states or certain meditation states or awake states. It is a thing. Am I missing here? Uh, that one day, that's something I actually will talk to people about. I'm not ready to come out yet as a musician, but I could be. It's a possibility. But I'm not really trained in music. I just music has always been really, really important to me, and I love to create music. Yeah. We'll go over I'm not ready yet to give you any more information. I know it's silly, but, one day I will. Like, just kind of let you actually know more about that. Uh, but thank you for the question. That's a very astute question. You guys are so amazing. Thank you so much. I will do another live, and I guess it can be spontaneous, or maybe my angels will let me know what to talk about. You're always welcome to, give suggestions. You're amazing. And we're all like part of this community, right? This connecting as we enter into this new way of being. I love you. And I will be back. Is there anything before I go? Is there anything else you want to talk about or mention? And then I'm going to end the stream. Oh, I think that's a nice way to end it. Suzanne says, love, light, and hugs to everyone. I say the same thing. I'll let you go. You take care. Thank you for showing up. I'll be back again. Oh, thank you, Ursula. Oh, dancing. Yes, of course. Dancing is another wonderful way to lift our vibrations and to heal. Anna's saying, sending all of you so much love. Thank you. Okay, you guys. Thank you again for showing up. Take care. Bye bye.